It was a fire. A fire in Cleveland, sometime January 1930, best I recall. It was cold. It's cold that winter, man. But it was a fire at the Plantation Club that was there doing the Phonies band. Alphonso Trent and his Orchestra of Gold. That's what I used to say. That's what they used to call us. Yeah. But right there in Cleveland on the morning after that fire, man, we all thought our world had come to an end. Looking at what was left and all that rubble, all those beautiful instruments all mangled and melted together. I remember the last song we did that night, though. It was After You've Gone. After you've gone and left me crying.
After you've gone, there'll be no denying. You'll be sad, you'll be blue, 'cause I'm the best pal that happened to you. There'll come a time when you regret it. There'll come a time.
The only one that would save was Snub's slide saxophone. He took it back to the room with him right after the job that night. You ever heard of one? Slide saxophone? No? Good. I kind of wish that one had burnt up and the rest of them were saved, but, you know, that's Snub for you. Crazy fellow. But one fine musician. Yeah, they was all fine musicians. Peanuts Holland, Stuff Smith, Hayes Pillars, James Jeter. And Alphonso Trent, one fine piano player. Of course, Snub Mosley. Leo Snub Mosley. Yeah, that's what his mom called him, Leo. We were playing at the Adolphus. The great Paul Whiteman comes in there to listen to the band. He sat right there to listen. I saw him when he got up and walked over to Snub. He says, young man, you're quite a man on that saxophone. He sure did. Snub was only about 17. And I bet you Whiteman would have hired him right there on the spot, except, well, colors didn't play in white bands back then, you know. It was amazing he was playing at the Adolphus in the first place, but shoot, man. Listen, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you something about me. Name is Fielding. John Fielding. Come here from Hot Springs, Arkansas, and was a singing Phonies band when we first hooked up back in Little Rock, 1924, best I recall. Trent was going to Shorter College, and we worked together in Gene Crook's band called Cinco Six. Crook played banjo, but he really wasn't much of a leader. So Trent sort of took over because it seemed the natural thing to do. You know, he was an educated man and all. Even though he wasn't but about 20 years old. Yeah, grew up in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and his daddy, E.O. Trent, was the school superintendent up there at the colored schools. Yeah, he come here from Ohio. Yeah, graduated from Ohio State University. Might have been one of the first blacks to graduate from that school, I don't know. They had a brother. Yeah, Trent goes up to Columbus where his brother was gonna graduate, and his brother just dropped dead right there waiting on his diploma. Dropped dead in line. Yeah, it was a tragedy. It's a tragedy. You say Trent's daddy's a millionaire. Yeah, owns half of Fort Smith. When Phony left the band, he goes back to Fort Smith to help his daddy manage those rent houses. Maybe that's why. You know, just wasn't hungry. Didn't have that desire. I know we were all hungry. Shoot, every man around was hungry. Every soul around was hungry the first years of the Depression. Anyway, we played around in Little Rock for a while. Trent played piano. Fine piano player. He could play that left hand so strong, a lot of times we didn't hardly need a bass player.
I got a new baby, her name is Katie. She's my hotcha broad from Carolina. I found a new lady, she's my baby. She's my hotcha broad from Carolina. Cowboys beware to walk with care when Katie comes along. When she struts and starts to walk, oh my, oh my, oh my.